Today we're talking Christmas movies. Which ones do we watch with our family or on date night? Stay tuned to find out.
Ho, ho, ho. Hello and welcome to Couple Chat.
Where we
Parents.
discuss topics for you.
Parents. I'm Matt.
I'm Jackie. Let's chat.
So it's that wonderful time of year again.
And we just finished decorating, which was really nice.
It really was. It was the perfect time to finally get down here.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to be watching this on December 20th or listening to this on December 20th. We figured out. However, we're shooting this on December 2nd.
Wow.
Yeah. So obviously big time jump. So a lot will happen within this month. And I'm sure what we're going to be talking about tonight will be covered by the 20th. Maybe not. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I think it was just perfect to have waited until we had everything set up.
Yeah.
You know?
It kind of got us into the swing of like the spirit and the holiday and everything.
Yeah.
And our Thanksgiving was so jam-packed.
Yeah.
We were so crazy busy that like usually we try to do it on the Sunday after, but you know, we received a gift to go to Storybook Land to see Santa for Christmas, which y'all probably heard about already.
Yes.
Listening to another episode we'll record today. But you know, we were dead tired, and
not only that, but we were just so busy.
Every night there was something, you know, cookies with Santa and like just, you know, getting home late and not really knowing what to do for dinner.
I mean, we have 3 Thanksgivings now, basically.
Yeah, it's great.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we're doing something related to Thanksgiving. Yeah. So like the weekend before this, there was like no prepping and getting our decorations up. We tried this whole week.
Every night.
I made sure I pulled everything out like we were going to do it.
Oh,
I was like, here we go. It's happening. I don't even know why I bothered.
And the kids got annoying with it. And like, we were just like, why are you touching this? And it's like, because it's out.
The stuff was just sitting there in the living room for basically a week.
Yeah. Every night we were like, we're going to do it. Tonight's the night. Nope. No. 7:00 came and we were like, we're not doing this. Emma's going to bed. We don't want to do that.
and then my fault. We went on a Hunger Games binge, which we will be talking about in the next coming weeks.
Yes. So excited.
We were, we kind of missed the boat on the November talk for Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes when it first came out, because I know I didn't read it. And it was bad on my part because I'm a huge Hunger Games fan. I love the books, love the movies, and I did finally listen to it because I just don't have the time to read these days. And man, such a good book. If you guys haven't seen it or listened to it or read it, go. It's so good. And by this time we would have seen the movie, but we will be talking about the movie and the comparisons to the book probably early 2024 because supposedly it is coming to streaming. So we thought that would be a perfect time to place that episode in there.
Yeah, super excited and can't wait to talk about that. But let's chat about Christmas movies.
Yes, that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
It's less than a week from Christmas, guys.
Yeah.
How exciting is that?
Oh my gosh. I hope that we listening to this, even you listening to this, have, checked your list twice and been able to, get what you were hoping to get for people.
We haven't started shopping just yet, but that doesn't mean anything.
Well, yeah. But I hope that you feel at ease, or if not, you have plans to finish it up today, maybe tomorrow. And the day you're listening to this, tomorrow is Kevin's birthday. So happy birthday to my brother, Kevin. And yeah, I just, I'm very skeptical about this holiday season. And I don't know, it's going to be a very emotional roller coaster for me. So it already started that way today, decorating wise. So
yeah, well, one of the hardest things, and we knew this was going to happen, was, again, it's just going to come up for a while, guys, but it's Kala, you know, just her not being here. And even at this moment, we still haven't put her ornaments on the tree, and we just saw them in the box, and it was hard.
I saw the box that was holding the ornament and started crying.
Yeah.
Like, couldn't even imagine. And we have 6 ornaments that we have not hung because they're family ornaments with her on them. And I can't even fathom.
And her ornament.
Yeah.
You know,
and
there's like a first Christmas ornament.
Yeah.
But
so
that's not what we're here to talk about. You know, we love and miss her. But let's talk Christmas movies, right?
Yeah.
That's why we're here.
So family first.
Yes.
So my preferred family Christmas movie is basically all of the classic claymation movies, but specifically Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, because Nate's already kind of expressed interest because he saw The Abominable Snowman at my mom's house once, and this was like before Thanksgiving, and she put it on.
She had it out?
She had like she was going through an online catalog of stuff and like Christmas decorations. Gotcha. And the snowman came up, the Abominable Snowman came up, and Nate was like, "What's that?" And she was like, "That's the Abominable Snowman." And he was like, "Oh, he looks cool." And she was like, "Let me show you." And it was like the beginning of November. Like, chill your roll.
Yeah, but she's like the Hallmark Christmas lady.
She's had Hallmark on since July.
She's had Hallmark on since I met her.
Since 2002.
It's been 15 years.
You are not wrong.
I know.
Yeah, so, you know, she put it on and he was glued to the TV.
Was I there that night? Because I do not remember
you
this.
You were, because you were like, why do I hear Christmas?
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah.
Why do I hear Santa in the background talking about Rudolph?
So I'm the type of person,
I know,
and you can attest this, I love Christmas, right?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I love Christmas.
You are all in for the most part.
I despise people who push holidays before the time that they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like, there are plenty of holidays.
Yeah.
And those holidays deserve their time.
Yeah.
I'm a fall person. I love October. I love Halloween. I love pumpkins. I love Thanksgiving. Do not push those aside. Don't act like they're not important and they're not awesome.
Yeah.
Like Halloween especially. And you guys already know. We did a whole Halloween Back to the Future episode. Like, Halloween's a big deal to me.
Oh, yeah.
And I know you love it.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, I don't get that. I understand people are excited and they love Christmas, but like, dudes.
Yeah.
And dudettes, slow your rolls, guys.
October 31st, you know, midnight on that night comes and it hits November 1st. And there are people already switching out their wreaths for Christmas ones and taking the pumpkins and throwing them away and putting out snowmen. It's like, what is wrong with you? Give it some time.
I saw this reel, maybe sometime in November.
Yeah.
But it's like the kids are literally being walked into the house after trick-or-treating with the dad. And right up the rear, the mom is like taking the scarecrow off the door and putting on a wreath. And then the kids are moving along. And then she's like taking pumpkins down and putting up like a Christmas village. Like, by the time the kids are in bed, she turns around and like throws her husband like a ugly sweater, and she's like standing there with like this jolly face on and like a candy cane mug and stuff. Like,
I can't.
It's too much, guys. Too much. It's funny. It's funny, but not in my house. He
puts his foot down.
Yes. I put my Halloween foot down. I don't know. I'm going to cut that part out. Anyway, what?
My thing is, during like the pandemic, I totally understood why people wanted to decorate earlier. It made them feel better. It gave them joy. It gave them something to look forward to.
You're also sitting around doing nothing. So it's like, well, I guess I'll do this.
Right. I think that's also too why like holidays now, like every single holiday, there's like a special colored light that you can put out. Like Halloween has purple and orange, and Thanksgiving has Orange?
And brown? Is
Yeah.
that a light?
No.
Look, that stuff I'm not into. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
putting
won't
up.
put lights all year round.
No, I'm not putting up purple and orange lights for Halloween. Even though your mom gave us that wreath, we had like a Halloween wreath or a fall wreath.
Yeah. It wasn't ours. It was grandma's.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're way off topic. Talk claymation Rudolph.
Yeah. So claymation Rudolph. So Nate loved it, and I'm like, I wonder if he'll actually like understand it a little bit better now, because with school he's really learning how to like play better with friends and accepting people for their differences.
Yeah.
So I really honestly think that that'll be something he'll enjoy. And I think too, for Emma's sake, it's slow paced, but like it's cool for her, and I think she'll be interested a little bit.
The thing about those movies that I think still gets kids' attention is the fact that it's something they've never seen before.
Right.
It's so unique. The claymation and the animation, it's stop motion, so this is something that you don't see these days. So kids are drawn to it because of that reason. It's actually a good thing.
Yeah.
Where these days everything's so fast paced. Everything that's thrown in front of their face is mostly CGI animation. Like, that's why I think Bluey does so well, because it's not CGI. It's still 2D animation. Like, yeah, obviously it's modern, but it's unique in comparison to most of the other kids shows. So you're talking about something that is very unique, and they don't understand the difference between decades and time, and they don't know that this is the 60s. I think
1969.
My mom and your mom were kids. Like, this is my mom loves Rudolph as well, so I love that you picked that. It's her favorite of the movies because this was something she watched when she was a kid. But I think that may be a good thing and actually keep their attention because of that difference in animation style.
Yeah. And this will also grow with them and hopefully be passed down to their kids and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows if it'll ever be touched and remade, and God, please no. But
yeah, it's funny. They really haven't touched upon those claymation movies or like tried to do something similar. Like, I can't even think of a Rudolph movie. And I mean, if that's something that you guys know about or maybe we're missing, definitely let us know about.
I think there have been like animated shows, but I don't think it's as well acclaimed. But I could be very wrong in thinking of like a whole different like animation studio attempting it. But yeah, Rudolph's definitely my choice for a family movie for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So my choice, and this is also like technically not one movie, but it can be depending on if you like the second one, is Home Alone.
Yeah.
I think this is an awesome movie to show to young kids. I wouldn't say like really young. Like, I don't know how much our daughter, who is not even 2 yet, is going to enjoy it. But I just think it's right in line for like our son, who's 3 and going on 4. I feel like he's going to enjoy it. We've showed him movies that are a little more mature, but not like, obviously we're not showing him anything too terrible, but like he watches Back to the Future, he watches Polar Express. Like, these movies, they're with, I mean, Back to the Future is not kids, but like Polar Express is older kids. And I think he appreciates that. He likes seeing these older kids in these environments and things like that. And I mean, just Macaulay Culkin being in his house by himself, learning how to live on his own. Like, I think he'll enjoy seeing this kid go through these phases where first he's like, cool, I'm alone. And he does all this crazy stuff. He's eating this big bowl of ice cream and he's eating the mac and cheese and watching the movie that he shouldn't be watching. And then all of a sudden he's like, oh, maybe I should actually, take care of myself. And it's a cool movie. It teaches you a lot, especially about family. And, I think he asks so many questions too. Sure. So I think when the mom starts, freaking out and like going to find him and stuff like that and trying to get home, I feel like he'll be like, oh, why is she doing that? Or, oh, why is she in, the back of that truck with these guys? And, like, well, dude, he's trying to get home and she's doing whatever she can to get back to her son,
Yeah.
So.
I think also too, it helps that she's a redhead in the film. So I think he'll actually like look at her and be like, that's his mommy, right? She looks like my mommy. Like,
maybe
he may not even say it out loud, but like I feel like that would register for him. Like,
yeah,
oh, mommy, and like kind of be able to have that emotion attached to it too. Like when they're reunited at the end and everything going on. It's so funny because like talking about Nate watching movies, like he doesn't sit watching the movies, but he'll stand in the living room and watch. Regardless, he might sit on the couch because I know Polar Express, he will like sit with a blanket and just chill.
Yeah.
Depending on the time of day. But like there's other days where he'll be like standing at the ottoman like with his butt up and like just chilling there like on his arms and just like, I wonder if I like this. And then 40 minutes later, he's still there.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think he would actually like retain a lot of it, especially because we started him on live action things first.
Yeah.
I think Back to the Future and all that. I think he likes more realistic entertainment.
I think he does too. And I'm glad that it's turning out that way because I've always found that to be more interesting too.
Yeah.
I think he prefers like animated shows and live action movies.
Yeah, for sure.
But the plot of Home Alone is just, I think it's perfect and fits right in line for family entertainment. Yeah. There's a few like scary elements, but that's okay. That's normal life. Kids don't like basements in general. So it's like, that's fine. That's why you watch it as a family. Like if your kids are a little scared of certain things, I mean, so is Kevin McAllister. That's the point, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, those are definitely my pick. And I love Home Alone 2.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've ever made any others.
No clue.
Nope.
Never.
Or a show recently. Don't know about any of that.
Nope.
But those two movies are
Macaulay Culkin is the only Kevin.
Right. I don't think...
The only kid that's ever been Home Alone.
He's the only kid that's ever been Home Alone. Ever.
Captured on film.
Yeah. So cool. So that's the family side of things now.
And if
Parents
you have
After
kids,
Dark.
And if you have kids in the car, turn it off now. No. I mean, we're pretty PGs, but... we try to be.
Oh, like, yes, we're PG.
We're not cussing.
But we're not always talking about PG stuff. Am I right, parents?
That was bad. Sorry, I should have.
Am I right, parents? Both of those claps are staying in, so whatever.
We never.
I know the episode.
I know, but we never audio synced.
That's okay.
Okay. Anyway, so talking adult, date night Christmas movies. Because, everyone has time to have date nights during Christmas season.
At least try at home, guys. We love our alone time. And 8 o'clock rolls around, those kids are in bed.
Yeah.
And right over there, next
behind
to
this wall?
Yeah, next to this studio is a theater. And when we are done here tonight, we will be in there.
Yes.
Drinking harder things than this spiked eggnog. Am I right again?
Oh, it worked. I had to watch though.
I have a watch too.
Yeah, but we just have so much like coming up, so I get it. Like if you don't have a night, at least try and take an hour or two with each other just to kind of like unwind, even if you're like on opposite sides of the couch and not even like trying to intermingle. I get it.
Date night can also be sitting there back to back wrapping presents. Jackie
oh my
and
gosh, I love doing that.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing about the holidays or about Christmas because that is our tradition. That has never disappeared and it continues every year and I love it. 15 years later.
Yeah, we get Chinese food. We sit back to back. We wrap each other's presents and we watch Christmas movies.
Yeah.
So if that's the time you guys are watching these awesome movies that we're going to mention tonight, then, That's
Great.
the time.
Yeah.
That's a date night, guys. If the kids aren't there, it's date night.
Yeah. Usually it's Christmas Eve when we're doing that. So
No.
oh,
We're not your mom.
It's been no, not Christmas Eve because we have your mom. But usually it's been like the night before we go.
I don't recall that. We're good. We're good peoples.
Sure.
Whatever. We'll see how it is now.
I've been in the store on the day before Christmas Eve.
I don't.
Maybe even Christmas Eve.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
Anyway, so my date night movie for Christmas season is, you guessed it, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. That awesome is movie. Just, it's so good. And it's just like a classic. And being a working adult now in like corporate America, everything that he goes through and this like roller coaster of emotions and this journey and his family just scratching away at this surface, facade that he has on, and just the explosion at that moment, at that climax of the movie. It's just so good. And I can't. Every Christmas we have to watch this movie.
Oh yeah.
Every Christmas.
I agree with you. It's one of the only, like, obviously things are heightened and exaggerated, but I feel like it's the only Christmas movie where they get like a real life family.
Yes.
On, because it's not just him and his work and him going crazy with everything going on, but like his parents and her parents and the way she's just like stressed, but like you said, putting on that facade, and then how the kids are like annoyed at each other and not really like wanting to do Christmas stuff because they're both teenagers. It's just right on every point.
Yeah.
And there really hasn't been a Christmas movie like that since, or even before, It's very unique.
Yeah.
And it really shows American Christmas. Like, that is how December is.
Well, yeah. Well, you have family coming from all over, regardless if they live in the same state as you or if they're all over the country.
Yeah.
Everyone comes together, and it's just one of those things where like you can relate, whether they're cousins, whether they're aunts and uncles, like you can relate so much to this movie. And when my kids are older and, around that age where I won't feel so creepy or weird about them seeing a movie like that, I'll actually be able to watch it because it's so funny. 2 years ago when we were living at my parents' house, we watched that with my mom and dad for the first time ever. I have never watched that movie with my parents until I was 32 years old.
Yeah. And
it just hits so differently because you're like, yeah, Ma, you're, or yeah, Dad, I know. And, it's just one of those things where when we're their age and our kids are watching it with us, it's like, wow, I remember when we did that similar thing too. Yeah. It's like, I don't know. I just feel like it's, again, one of those things where you can kind of like pass it on through generations. And like you said, it's so different and special. And I think that's why I really, really enjoy it. And I will always pick it for our adult Christmas, viewings or even like a holiday party just to have on. Because it's just like, no matter when you come into that movie, you can quote it and you can relate to it.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We enjoy it regardless of, but I mean, it's way easier to watch things in full these days.
Oh, yeah. Well, we try.
Yeah. So, and mine, very controversial choice here, but I know it, and I know it's true.
And I agree.
True Christmas movie here, guys. My date night Christmas movie is Die Hard. Come on, you all saw it coming.
Yeah.
So it's sad because it like takes on so much more these days. Alan Rickman passed not that long ago, and now everything going on with Bruce Willis. It really sucks, and it's funny, I wonder like how his family like does things during the holidays, but like do they watch Die Hard? He actually has said in interviews, it's not a Christmas movie. He's actually said it. So.
I know, which I don't know. Is that in his contract? Because I feel like that's something that like the PR was
no
like
contract anymore on that movie.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I guess Die Hard didn't really die.
No.
Hard.
Or Another Day, or whatever other movie titles they had.
Yeah.
They got to the 5th one, right?
I think 6th. Because Good Day to Die Hard was the last one.
It
was bad. That one was bad.
It's like as bad as like James Bond movies. It just
sometimes.
Where did these things come from?
It's just sad because now they were planning on another film, and I mean they probably could still do it because they were going to do a prequel, and but they were. I think it was like going to be flash forward to Bruce Willis and then flash back to him when he was younger, and like it was going to be this like bringing it all full circle. Something from his past comes up and affects his future, but obviously that's not going to happen now. But anyway, not on a somber note. It's a great film, and. People don't realize, so what, it's an action movie. Like, it's still a Christmas movie. Anybody who complains about this, I just don't get it. Yeah. Like, he goes to see his wife and kids for Christmas.
At a Christmas party.
Correct.
At her job.
Yeah. Just because there's violence and action and he's, trying to take out these guys robbing Nakatomi Plaza, that doesn't discount it as a Christmas movie. Mm-mm. It's like Bad Santa is raunchy and like there's some robbery and crazy stuff going on in that movie. But what? Because it's called Bad Santa and because it's about Santa, it's a Christmas movie. Like it's just funny. It's just funny how people like fight this, but like it's a Christmas movie. And then there's a Christmas song at the end of the movie. There's plenty of Christmas cues in the soundtrack. Yeah, I love it. And I can't watch it any other time of year. It's part of my, my stipulation where it's like, holidays are holidays. I want to enjoy that thing at the holidays. And then Tim Burton has to go and confuse me and make Nightmare Before Christmas. And I don't know when to watch that movie.
And I watch it all season long from Halloween up until New Year's Day.
But it like hurts my brain because I don't want to hear Christmas stuff. And I don't want to hear the name Santa or Christmas or anything like that at Halloween time. So I'm like, no, this can wait till Christmas.
That's too funny. I'm obsessed with Nightmare Before Christmas. I don't care what time of year. I will watch it.
I'm aware. But anyway, so Die Hard will not. I really can't watch it any other time of year, and it's because it's Christmas. There are so many references to Christmas, and I love it's California, where it takes place. So there's not really snow there. So I love at the end. There's like ash and paper and all this stuff like floating down from Nakatomi Plaza, and it looks like snow when and I Let It Snow is the final song in the movie. And it's just, I don't know, it's so clever, and the movie's like really fun and quotable and just violent. A good time. It is violent, but
quite violent. Hence why it's an adult night movie.
Yes. Wrap those presents and yippee-ki-yay, mothers.
Yippee-ki-yay, mother trucker.
But yeah, so
there's our top 2 each. So
yeah.
And honestly, like every family's different, but I feel like these are 4 core things that most of you will probably be watching, if not watch on repeat. Because I know. Die Hard. Well,
people don't watch Die Hard. I know there's fans out there, guys. I know there's people out there that won't watch this until Christmas time, and I appreciate you all.
Yes, we relate to you very much so.
Yes,
but yeah, and on that note, I hope that you all have a very happy and healthy and safe Christmas holiday season.
Yes.
And there will be an episode, but Happy New Year too. And from our family to yours, happy holidays.
I'm Matt.
I'm Jackie.
Here are the Hahns signing out.
Thank you so much for listening to Couple Chat. Make sure to subscribe to us on Spotify or YouTube Music, and check out our YouTube page to see this episode in video. Thank you to Han Films for editing and producing this episode. Talk to you soon.